Hello, everyone. I'm Tony Lee Peters. How are you? I hope you're well. I'm very well. Thank you for asking. Today, I'd like to talk about grounding, which is the art of instantly calming down when we're dealing with stress. It's connecting yourself to the present, the here and now, and refocusing your mind away from a stressful situation. It's a really good mindfulness technique, and it can really help in times of stress. So in this video, I'm going to share with you three different types of grounding: mental, physical, and soothing grounding. And I'll go through a couple of techniques for each type. And I'll then end the video with a grounding meditation. So I hope that you'll stick around for the meditation. The information that I'll share will be available on an information sheet. If you'd like your own copy of that, then please type the word roots, that's ROOTS, roots, in the comments below, and I will send that to you via Messenger. Okay, so as I said earlier, grounding is about instantly chilling out, and it's taking you away from all of your inner stress and connecting yourself to a calm here and now. And it can be really effective for people with anxiety, people that are dealing with stress, obsessive thinkers, and people with PTSD. So there are three different types of grounding. There's physical grounding, mental grounding, and soothing grounding. So physical grounding is interacting with the external world or doing something physical to keep your mind away from the stress. Soothing grounding is practicing self-kindness to yourself. It's talking to yourself in a soothing way, soothing away that stress. And mental grounding is using your mind to initiate and direct the calm. So it's using your mind to focus on something other than the stress. So I'll go through a few of the techniques for each type. So for physical grounding, a really good way, and it's a way, something that a lot of people know about, that's to run some cool or cold water over your wrists. So it can really help to, especially for people who, like myself, when I'm stressed or when I'm feeling angry, I have body symptoms. So I'll start feeling hot. I'll start feeling heated, hot under the collar. My heartbeat might increase. I might start flushing. My face will go red. So one way to instantly cool that down is to just turn the tap on cold and run my wrist, run the cold water over my wrist, and that instantly calms me down. A variation of that is to get an ice cube and just rub it on the back of your neck. That really helps. There's some really good like pressure points on your body. So like, yeah, back of your neck, your wrists, or your feet really help to cool you down. Anything cold on those areas, and that should take you away from the stress, and it will really help with your bodily symptoms. Another really good way is to literally stretch your way out of stress. So if you're in a stressful situation, just stretch. Just give yourself a good stretch. Stretch your neck, stretch your shoulders, stretch your arms, stretch anything. Just literally stretch away the stress. And it kind of creates like a bridge between the stress and the calm. And a variation of that is the clench and release technique. And I'll be touching on that in the meditation. But the clench and release technique is, again, when you're feeling stress, clench a part of your body. So clench your fist as tightly as you can without causing any pain. Hold that for 5 seconds or as long as you can, and then release and completely like fall into this release. Really feel the release and the relaxation. And it's a good way of relaxing different parts of your body to help with stress. Soothing grounding, so it's the art of being kind to yourself. So one way that you could soothe yourself if you're going through a tough time is to talk to yourself as if you were your own best friend. Very often the way we treat ourselves isn't the way that we would treat our best friends or our loved ones. So, for example, if you're going through a tough time, you could say to yourself something along the lines of, you are a good person. You're just going through a tough time at the moment, but things will get better, and I love you. And a lot of people are uncomfortable telling themselves that they love themselves, but there is nothing conceited with that. There's nothing narcissistic or nothing egotistical. Telling yourself that you love yourself is an act of kindness. It's about self-love. And we should all be doing that a little bit more. Another way of soothing yourself in a grounding way is to bring to mind a peaceful image or a peaceful person. So, for example, if I'm going through some stress, I might bring to mind my grandfather. My granddad was a wonderful man. I can't recall any time when I saw him getting stressed or rising to any kind of challenge. He just seemed super chilled out all of the time from what I can remember. And when I bring to mind my granddad, then it helps me to completely start relaxing and de-stressing. So mental grounding, there's a classic way to mentally ground yourself, and I've spoken about this in another video, and that's the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 technique. And this is really useful, especially if you have social anxiety and you're outside, or you could also adapt it to stress. So you can use this wherever you are. It's about using your senses, so focusing your attention on your senses rather than on the stressful situation or the anxiety. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, it's literally 5 things that you can see, 4 things that you can hear, 3 things that you can taste, 2 things that you can smell, and 1 thing that you can feel. So it's using all your different senses, and you just list those, the 5 things that you can eat, the 4 things that you can hear. You just list those off and do that as many times as you can until you start feeling the stress diminishing. Another way is to count to 10 or recite the alphabet slowly. And then once you've got to number 10 or the end of the alphabet, you then start working your way backwards. The way I used to do this I would count seconds, so I would count up to 60. And it would normally take me more than 1 minute to get to the 60 because I'm counting slowly. And then once I'd got to the 60, I would reevaluate the stress levels that I'm feeling. And if I needed to, I would then start counting backwards. And for some reason, it seems that when you count backwards, that seems to really help with de-stressing, going back from like 10 to 1 or 60 to 1. And then I guess the best way to mentally ground yourself is through meditation. So I'm going to share with you a really powerful visualization meditation which will help to calm your mind, body, and your soul. And it's my twist on a classic visualization meditation. So I'm going to assume that you are up for a meditation right at this moment. If you're not, then come back to this video and fast forward and start the meditation. So what I'd like you to do first of all is to just minimize your distractions as much as possible. So put your phone on silent, take yourself to a room where you're not going to be disturbed for the next 5 or so minutes. And now I'd like you to place yourself in a position of comfort. So you can either sit or lay down, whatever feels best for you. And I want you to feel your body starting to relax. And I want you to start feeling as if your body is sinking into the chair, the sofa, or the bed that you're on. And if you do find it hard to relax, if you're quite new to meditation, then you can try the clenching and releasing technique that I spoke about earlier. So that's clenching various parts of your body as hard as you can for 5 minutes, and then for 5 seconds, and then releasing and really falling into that release. So if you do want to do that, then start from your feet and work your way up to your shoulders and your face. When you do feel relaxed and you're completely still, close your eyes and breathe deeply in and out 3 times. 1. 2. 3. Now I'd like you to shift your focus on your feet and imagine your feet becoming warmer and visualize roots starting to grow out from your feet. Now feel yourself being pulled down deeper into the chair, the bed, or the sofa as the roots grow longer, starting their journey back to the earth. And visualize the layers of building foundation that your roots are breaking through as they carry on continuing down into the earth. And take your time with this, there's no hurry. The only thing to do is just to allow your roots to reconnect with the earth and welcome you back as one with the planet. Now, as your roots are burrowing ever deeper, experience a wonderful feeling of security and peace as you reconnect to the planet. Visualize your roots becoming thicker and growing smaller roots that are offshooting and searching out to reclaim their own parts of the earth. And stay in this moment for as long as you want to. And just take some mental notes of any emotions or any feelings that you are experiencing right now. Now we're going to come back up now, and we're going to count down from 10 to 1. And while we're counting down from 10 to 1, visualize your roots making their journey back up into your feet. So when we get to 1, the roots will now be back completely in your feet. So we're going to count down now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now open your eyes and spend a few minutes or a few moments just recognizing how you feel and what this meditation has meant for you. Now it's important when you've opened your eyes to physically ground yourself. So stand up, interact with your surroundings, do something just to physically ground yourself in some way. So how was that for you? I hope you found it helpful. And as I said at the beginning, there is a grounding information sheet available. If you'd like your own copy of that, it's completely free. Just type the words roots, that's ROOTS in the comments below, and I will send that to you via Messenger. And if you found this video of value, then please share it because it may help someone else too. Thank you very much for watching, and whatever you're doing today, make sure you enjoy yourself and remember to be kind to yourself today and every day. Take care.